Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Dr. Derri and this is Dr. Derri's Diary, and welcome back to another episode of Debt Free with Derri. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you're following me on Instagram. Alright, so let's get into July's video. We got a lot to talk about today. So I have a new little calendar sheet that I'm going to be showing you all today. I'm going to be stuffing my cash envelopes. I'm going to be doing my July budget overview, and then also I got some new information about student loan companies, so I will be going over all of that in today's video. Alrighty guys, so this is the calendar that I made. It is a calendar where you fill in the numbers, the dates, and everything yourself, but I will be doing this for now on. It kind of just gives you like a little overview of our month, and that is why I purchased these new Papermate Flare pens that I mentioned in my last video. If you would like to purchase these pens, there will be a link down in the description box below. So I'm gonna go ahead and just fill it in and then I'll come back. Alrighty guys, so I went ahead and filled everything in. So I put on here our payday. So I get paid on the last day of the month. So the last day of the month was June 30th. So I got paid yesterday because today is July 1st. And then I put my husband's paydays. He gets paid every 2 weeks and he gets paid like on Thursdays. So I went ahead and put that. So he'll have 3 paychecks this month. And then I went in here and put like roughly when bills are due. So the mortgage and the land is due on the 1st. My student loans, I really don't know what day they're due because they're in forbearance right now, but I always pay them on the 1st because that's when I get paid. I get paid the day before, so I ultimately like to pay all of our bills when I get paid because that way I see what I have left for the rest of the month. That's just the way I like to work. But all the bills are not posted by the time I get paid. So the internet usually posts on the 6th, so that's why I put that here. And I normally would just pay it the same day that it posts. The internet is normally not due until about the 26th, about 3 weeks later. But I like to pay it the day that it posts. Same for the water bill. The water bill posts around the 9th, and I'll pay it on the 9th, but it's really not due until July 29th. And then the utilities will be posted around the 13th. And the utilities won't be due until August 1st. But I'm not the type of person that'll let bills, wait until the bill is due to pay it. I like to pay it once it's posted. So that is why I just put the days that the bills are posted. And then I put the days that I'll pay my tithe and offering on there. I was debating upon whether I wanted to put the days I work on this schedule. We do have a calendar in our kitchen that I put my work schedule on, but I did go ahead and put that I am on vacation this week of July, so that's that. And then I also put here on the 1st that I got an extra check from work, which I'll go over in a little bit. And then on Friday, July 3rd, I will be getting my mileage check from work, so we'll go over all of that. And now for the back of this sheet, so on the back of the sheet, I have an expense tracker, and I'm just going to be making sure I calculate and write down everything that we spend for the month. And I'm going to put on here where the money came from. So I have an expense, an amount, and a category. Since it's July 1st and I want to start with July, I'm going to go ahead and put this on there. Today I took Trey to Chick-fil-A. So we did go to Chick-fil-A today. Even though I used the cash from my last envelopes, I did not use my new cash envelope money. I'll still put it on there because it is July. And we spent $16.56 at Chick-fil-A. And I'm going to put last month cash for the category because it did not come out of this new cash. Alright, and so at the end of the month, I'm just going to tally up how much we actually spent and what envelopes we spent that money from. Alrighty, and then something else that I added was sinking funds. So I'm gonna start a sinking funds for me, even for my birthday or not, and then for my husband's birthday because he has a milestone birthday this year, and then Christmas. And then I also added one for Trey. I just did not list it on here. I don't know if I put Trey's over here. Alrighty, so we will be going over that as well when we get to our cash envelope. Alrighty, so I'm going to switch it back over to my Papermate profile pens, which I absolutely love. They write so smoothly. Alrighty guys, so this time I'm going to take a different approach. I went ahead and filled in my expense sheet for you all because it's pretty much the same thing that we always do. So the things this month that we're going to plan for is we're going to definitely plan for the $1,000. Well, we've already paid the $1,000 extra on my student loan, and we've also paid the $1,000 extra on the land. Like I said, today is July 1st and our bills are due on the 1st. Or some of our bills are due on the 1st, and so I like to go ahead and just pay whatever I can pay on the 1st just to get it out of the way. So we did go ahead and pay that $1,000 and that $1,000. We've also paid the $500 for my student loan. Now the $500 is not my actual student loan payment, but that is what I consider my student loan payment. So I don't consider that a snowball payment, this $500. My student loan payment right now is $0 due to my income in 2018. So $500 is what I consider paying my student loan, and I don't consider that my debt snowball. Let's see, I've already paid the land for the month as well. So I mentioned that I will be getting an extra check this month, and that was from working a few extra shifts back in May. My extra check was $810.93. So I'm gonna go ahead and definitely plan to pay $800 of that towards my student loan. So that'll be $800 going straight towards my student loan. So that'll be getting it closer to getting the interest paid off. Cash envelopes, we're gonna go over the stuffing of that in a minute. So our goals for the month, our goal is to track our spending. And we're gonna do that using this sheet that I just showed you all previously. And then the last goal will be to pay extra towards my student loan. I mean, I know we're already paying like 28, 33. So we're already paying a good amount of money towards my student loan anyways, but I definitely want to make another payment if possible just to get that interest as low as I can get it. Alrighty, so our projected expenses for the month is $3,473.38, and the projected amount that we're going to be spending on our debt snowball this month is $3,800. Keep in mind that I do leave a buffer in our account, and I'm actually glad that I do leave a buffer in our account because one of my kids got sick and I had to take my baby to the vet earlier this week, and that vet bill was $300.54. So yes. Maybe I'll go ahead and add that on here because we did have to pay that. We paid a vet bill and that was $300.94. I hope y'all can see that. So that was from some of the buffer money that I had from June. Like I say, I always, even though, you know, Dave Ramsey supports the zero-based budgeting, I just don't feel comfortable spending every penny in our account. I do like to leave a little bit of a buffer because you just never know. I mean, we do have an emergency fund that can be used for that, but you know, we want to build up our emergency fund. I don't want to have to use that. So I do leave a buffer in our account, and we're able to still make pretty good debt snowball payments. So that is what works for us. Let's go ahead and stuff our cash envelopes. Another thing that was exciting was that I made me some new cash envelopes. My other one was getting kind of dirty, so I went ahead and made me some new ones. And then so this time I did make myself a car maintenance one. Of course, I have groceries, fund money, gas, restaurants, miscellaneous. So I have added 4 new envelopes. So I have a Christmas envelope, I have one for my husband, I have one for me, and then I also have an envelope for Trey. So these 4 envelopes I'm not going to just keep in my purse at all times, but I will be using these as sinking funds like I showed you all on my sheet. So we'll go over this part last. So let's go ahead and stuff the envelopes. So I just noticed that I did not put my giving envelope in here. So I'm going to pull my giving envelope from my purple set. I could have swore I made a giving envelope. So, interesting. Anyways, I'm going to just go ahead and use the one I already have. There is money still left in here because we've been having virtual church. And so I need to go and deposit my giving money into my account so that I can pay my tithes and offering online. So that is why this envelope still has money in it. So his envelope first is gas and mine is gas. So we're going to do 120 for him. And we're going to do 70 for me. Gas is kind of going back up, so you know, we'll have to see how my gas spending is. So for restaurants, we both do 50. And then for fun money, we do 100. Oops. All right, and then for dog food, I do 80 for him. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 80. And then for groceries, I do 200. So I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'll do 2 50s. All right, then we have our miscellaneous. We both do 80. Giving, I do 100. I do 50 for him. And then for car maintenance, I'm going to start splitting it up. So I'm going to get 50 and he's going to get 50 for car maintenance. And so I actually got out $1,200. I knew that I would have $20 left over after that. $1,200. I was wanting to get $1,300, so I need to increase my amount I can get out the account at one time. But with this $20, I am gonna go ahead and do I want to add that to? I'm gonna add the $20 to my husband's envelope. So this is my husband's envelope. I'm gonna add that to his, and this is for me because, like I said, he has a birthday coming up, and I want to use that for his birthday. I'm going to pull out my little expense tracker. And down here at the bottom is where I'll be keeping track of how much money I'm putting in these 4 envelopes. I have Christmas, me, my husband, and Trey. This is our first half of the month money. So I am going to put that I added $20 And I'm just going to leave a little bit of space because I might add more towards the end of the month. And then I was going to add $10 to trays, but I'll wait and fill up the rest of the envelopes at the end of the month, except for mine. So these are my old cash envelopes, and this is my fun money from last time. So I actually did not spend my fun money. So I have $100 of fun money that was left over from our last June cash envelopes. So I'm going to take that $100 of my money and I'm going to put that towards my envelope. I like purple, so I'm going to write mine in purple. So I added $100 towards my envelope. And then I'm going to see what else I have left in my cash envelopes. I have a lot of change left over. This is the receipt from Chick-fil-A from earlier. If I have any cash, I don't think I have any more cash left. I was going to say I would just add it to trays, but all I got is change. So what I'll do actually is I'll get this change converted to dollars, and I will just add this to trays envelope at the end. I'll go ahead and put it in there now, but I'll get it switched over to some cash. All right guys, so you just saw that I went over our July overview and I stuffed our cash envelopes. So at the end of the month, like I always do, I'll come back and do a July debt snowball update, and I will go over our spending tracker sheet, since that is our newest sheet that we've added, which I kind of like it. I just can't wait to get some stickers and everything going on that. Another reason that I'm making the spending tracker sheet is because I tend to spend money sometimes. When I want something, I'm pretty much gonna get it when I want it. And I don't really buy stuff that often, but one reason I did make the spending tracker sheet is to see when I'm making impulse buys. Last month I did purchase a Brother color laser printer, and it was like $199. I'll put a link down in the description box below to the printer that I purchased, and I'll put a picture over here of the printer. But I had a black and white laser printer, and I noticed that I was going to Office Depot a lot to print out my budget sheets, like these sheets and everything. So I wanted to be able to print these sheets at home myself with color. So I decided to invest in a color printer, and I wanted a laser one because the laser ones definitely go quicker than the inkjet. So I did spend a little bit on myself, and I spent $200 in June to buy me a printer. And then I also bought the thicker paper because I like the 28-pound paper to do these on. I don't like the regular thin paper. So I bought paper, the printer, and then I bought extra toners as well. So I spent roughly almost, the printer was $2.99. It was $1.99 plus tax. Then I bought paper. The paper was about $10. Yeah, so I spent about $230 on, oh, plus the extra toner, which was about $50. So I spent roughly about $280 on my printer materials. But I'll now be able to print from home. I won't have to pay Office Depot $8 here and there, you know, to print my stuff. And then I look on my paper and like, oh, I made a freaking typo. So I can just print it from home, and I can print it one at a time. So I did make that purchase as well last month, and like I said, link will be down in the description box below. Alrighty, moving on over. So I'm glad I did this video separate than the June video, because one of my friends tagged me in a post on Instagram talking about student loans, and this is what it said. In case you missed it, the U.S. Department of Education announced this week that it is making changes to its federal student loan servicing system. 5 new companies will take over student loan servicing, and there are the names of the companies. So basically, I did a little research myself trying to see what is going on with this. And it is true, the U.S. Department of Education is changing the student loan servicers. So my servicer is Navient, and I have not had any problems or anything with Navient. Seems to be going pretty well. But they are changing, and so around December is when the change is projected to happen. So your student loan servicer may be changing. So also on this post, it says, what does this mean? It says Nelnet, Great Lakes, Navient, and Fed Loan Servicing are out. So if you have federal student loans with these companies, your loan servicer will change. This change is expected to occur shortly after December, when the current student loan servicing contracts will expire. Then it says, why does it matter? When loan servicers changes, stuff happens. Changes in loan servicers can mean a change in policies and procedures, even those related to payment processing. So this can result in missing account information, payment processing problems, late payments, and unexpected late fees. So, you know, this can impact your debt-free journey, how you're paying your debt, and everything like that. So be prepared for this change. Just a little warning, you know, that this is projected to happen. So what I would do is keep track of what you're spending on your student loans. Make sure if you are able to download any documents, I would download any payment histories, any documents from your student loan provider, just so you'll have that information just in case something happens. So every time I make a payment, they send me a little payment processing email, and I put all of those emails in their own separate student loan folder in my email, just to keep it separate and just to be like, you know, hey, I did pay this money on this day. I paid this on that day. So it's probably best to go ahead and make sure you download all your student loan payment statements and everything like that, just in case. You never know. You never know what's going to happen. So I would just go ahead and do that just in case. Even though I like Navient and I like the setup of Navient, I haven't had any issues with Navient, but I kind of don't want my student loan provider to change, just because I don't want my money just, I don't know what the changes will entail. If the changes entail a lower interest rate, I'm all for it. But otherwise, you know, I don't mind who I'm with. So I'm eager to see how that will take place in December. Basically, the U.S. Department of Education made a press release on June 24th stating that, you know, they have 11 loan servicing companies now, and they feel that those companies are not being efficient. They feel like there's been a lot of processing issues. They feel like there's been a lot of stuff going on and people aren't being treated fairly. So they have decided to go with 5 companies to take over all of the student loans. So I don't know how they're going to determine who goes to what company. Pretty much, the U.S. Department of Education said on June 24th that, you know, the way the system is now leads to customer confusion and inconsistent operations. I can link this little article down in the description box below so you can all read it for yourself. So I just thought I would let you all know, since I am on a repayment journey and I have $300,000+ of student loans. So yeah, I just wanted to let you all know that this could be happening in December, and to prepare yourselves now just in case, because you never know what could happen in 2020, because clearly 2020 ain't letting up on nobody. 2020 throwing stuff at us left and right. First it was COVID, then it was COVID, then we had the riots and everything, you know, people killing people unexpectedly, like for no reason. So you just never know with 2020. It ain't over yet. We still got 6 months left. All right, but in other good news, a lot of good stuff happened to me this week. First, starting out with this jump rope company contacted me. I did a jump rope challenge back in May, and if you didn't know, I am into fitness heavily. If you follow me on Instagram, I did a jump rope challenge, and so a jump rope company contacted me to receive one of their jump ropes for free, and they want me to basically do a review on it. So I'm getting me a new jump rope. The jump rope was $26, and it was a custom jump rope. I was able to pick the color that I wanted, the rope that I wanted, the handlebars and everything like that. And they gave me my own little code to send me a free jump rope. I didn't pay anything for that jump rope, so it should be arriving soon. I will show you all that when I get it. And then also, I think this is like the same exact day, I won a giveaway by Natasha. She's an IFBB pro, and her name is Natasha, and she had a giveaway on her Instagram page, and I entered the giveaway, and surprisingly I won. I'm super excited, y'all. I love giveaways. Like, if you didn't know, I love free stuff. But anyway, so the things that I won include a gift card to Toxic Angel Bikinis. It was a $150 gift card to Toxic Angel Bikinis. However, when the lady from Toxic Angels emailed me, she said it had to be on a competition bikini, and I let them know, you know, hey, I don't need a bikini. I was kind of wanting to use that gift card towards a posing suit, if that's possible. And she said that I could do that. So she let me go ahead and use the gift card for half off a posing suit. So when the posing suit comes in, I will show you all that. I also won a $75 gift card to Muscle Egg, which is like a company that sells liquid egg whites in different flavors. Now this company has always intrigued my mind, but honestly I never wanted to spend my money on it if it wasn't going to be good. So this will be a great way for me to try their products without spending my money, and then if I like it I can buy more. And then the third thing I won was a free DIY self tanning kit from Liquid Sunrays, which is awesome because when I do my competition shows, my husband does my tan anyway, so we always buy a self tanning kit anyways for my competitions. So, and I might be doing a show. It ain't soon, but it's soon. It's this year. So I'm looking at doing a show now. I have started back working out with my coach, and she been killing me, y'all. She been killing me. But I'm super excited to be back working out with my coach right now. Hopefully COVID lays off so I can continue to work out with my coach, and so that I can shoot for the show that we are shooting for. I'm not gonna say which show yet because I don't know if I'm still gonna do it, but you know, that's the show we're aiming for, and I'm super excited about it. So I'm super excited about this posing suit. I can't wait to get it. But anyways guys, sorry for rambling off. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, make sure you leave them down in the description box below, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.